Drake Flores, fighting out of CSW. His record 5-3. This is the main event. He will be fighting Royce Butler.
Drake Flores, familiar face to SparStar. Seen him many times. 5-3. Don't know much about his opponent though. Royce Butler, have we seen him fight?
Royce Butler fighting out of the same camp that Trevor in the last fight is out of, the SoCal Fight Factory. I don't believe we've seen Royce before.
And now, entering the cage, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Royce Butler.
Royce Butler with a record of 5-1. As mentioned before, fighting out of SoCal Fight Factory. Quite the record for two amateur MMA fighters.
Yeah, I'm pulling up his record right now online to see what shows he's fought for.
Looks like 559.
So he must be from NorCal then, because the 559 fights is all up there, and he's been pretty active.
And here,
all of his fights are by, well, all but one are by decision.
Tail of the tape here. 4 years the age difference. 29 versus the 25 of Royce Butler over Drake Flores, respectively.
And
10 wins between the both of them?
Actually, all of his wins are by decision. I'm sorry, he has a loss. Wait, never mind. Let me get my ducks in a row here. Out of his 5 wins, 4 have come by decision. 1 is by a TKO. But yes, they've all been for 559 fights, all 6 of his fights.
All right, fight fans, now in the cage, what you've all been waiting for. Here we go. It's time for the main event of this evening, presented to you by SparStar Promotions. Now in the cage, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the bantamweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by MexiGoods.com. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Ryan the Jester Spink. And now, introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing the color of the Mexican flag, red, white, and green. He is training out of the Den Training Center in Yorba Linda by way of La Habra. He weighed in 128 pounds. His record, 5 wins, 3 losses with 2 wins coming by way of stoppage. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Drake Flores! His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing gold trunks trimmed in black. He is training out of SoCal Fight Factory in Palmdale by way of California City. He weighed in 130 pounds. He brings to the ring a record 5 wins, 1 loss with 1 win. Coming by way of stoppage, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Royce Too Smooth Butler! Once again, our referee in charge, Ryan the Jester Spink, to give final instruction.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. I expect a clean fight. You will obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. At the sound of the bell, you begin fighting. At this time, touch gloves and show respect. Thank you.
Okay, about to get things underway for this main event here at SparStar 53. Flores in the lighter colored shorts, Mexican flag colors. Butler in the black and gold.
Yeah, those were traditional, like Muay Thai style shorts Butler's wearing. So I wonder if that's his style, if he prefers to strike. Don't see a lot of grapplers wear that style of short.
Good 1-2 from Flores.
Nice right hand.
Oh, Flores with double unders, uses the leg trip, scoops Butler down, but Butler right back up to the feet.
It was interesting use of the headlock from Butler there. It looked like he was about to get his back taken, but
yeah, but
he used like his head is like a whizzer to stand back up.
Head whizzer. Yes,
but that initial trip came without hardly any resistance at all. It makes me wonder, is Butler a pure striker?
Yeah, I mean, Butler potentially just worked on getting back to his feet, but maybe not so great with a takedown defense. He's doing well with his whizzer, though. He's preventing, as you said, Flores from moving to the back. And he's also using this to help him get back up, too. And at least he's not taking too much damage.
Yeah, this is where the referee could probably step in and separate him.
Looks like a shoulder strike from Flores there.
Butler reaching for a guillotine, might have been to his detriment because he just gave up position. But look how quickly he springs back up to his feet. Very impressive. This one is going to stick a little harder, though. And there's that Dagestani.
Yep, the Dagestani handcuffs.
Handcuff from behind. But Butler does a nice
right
job.
Back up.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Well, that standing rear naked that we saw in the UFC about a week ago.
Yes.
If he could connect his hands, because that arm is deep under the chin, I think he's going to lose the position, though.
Butler, that was very smart from Butler. Keeping his head down, keep his hips high, shuck him off the front. And now in a very good position to start landing some strikes. 15 seconds left. Now on the back body lock of Flores. Butler in great position with double unders and gets a takedown.
Gets one of his own.
Yeah. Surprising stuff at the end there.
I mean, I would imagine that round goes to Flores, but
I would think so,
you
but
never know.
Yeah.
You never know what these judges are seeing. If you end up on top at the end of the round, that could be all they remember.
Yeah, that does weigh heavy in the judge's mind sometimes. And it was a great turn of events, too, because it looked like Butler was kind of getting manhandled for a minute, but to your point, doing a great job of getting back to his feet. And then to reverse it at the end up on top.
And that's going to give Flores something to think about in round 2. Right now he knows, I could be taken down by this guy. So will he have to alter his game plan?
Yeah, Butler, complete lack of takedown defense, but very good at getting back to his feet. And some good offensive takedowns of his own.
I thought on the feet he was doing okay when they were pressed up against the cage, but he put himself in that bad position by reaching for that front headlock or that guillotine.
Yeah.
And that's when he got picked up and slammed.
Yeah, that allowed Flores to get his hands connected around the legs, which is never a good thing if you're trying to not get taken down.
Yeah, if he can avoid large mistakes like that, he could probably keep the fight on the feet, which I think is where he wants it.
I think so too, but it might be a part of his tactic. Just maybe he doesn't have great defensive wrestling. Maybe his
likes to scramble up.
His answer to that is just keep getting back to your feet. Just stand up. Oh, a little slip. Maybe some water down there or something. That's unfortunate, but seems to be okay.
Nice outside leg kick.
Yeah, he does that from that switch stance too. Whoa.
Nice shot, attempt, but Flores saw it coming. He's in on a guillotine of his own. This one's in pretty tight, but he's fighting the hands nicely as Butler.
And good presence of mind to let go of this and try to go for double unders. Finishing a standing guillotine is generally not very advisable. You can be spiked on your head.
And especially
very dangerous.
Right, with a higher level opponent, they're just too good at fighting the hands and countering as well.
Might see a choke from here from Butler. No. I like the way he used that.
Trip of his own, but nice balance from Flores.
And now with this underhook, interesting. He lets go of his upper body control. He had that head really out of position. Thought maybe he'd try to use that to get Flores down on the mat. But now standing up against the cage. Just over a minute and a half still to work here in round number 2. Butler's got double unders, trying to whip Flores to the ground. Flores, good job of digging that underhook. Brings him back to this over-under. And Osotogari, wow!
Wow, beautiful stuff there.
You don't see that a lot in MMA.
He's going to try to force his crucifix here. You see him stuffing that right hand, trying to get it in between his legs. Flores is hip to it, though. He's felt it coming.
Yeah.
Butler showing off some nice takedowns, and now in a nice top side control. I wasn't sure what we would see from him, but he is by no means a one-dimensional fighter.
No. It's so rare to see somebody that seemingly just does not care about defensive wrestling whatsoever, although working quite a bit more of it in the second round, but then have such good offensive takedowns. And here scrambling to the back. Flores reaching between the legs. Could put himself in a crucifix here by doing that, but Butler able to get successfully to the back, and now one hook in. Flores should try to scrape his back against the cage.
He had, it looked like he was going to lock it up for a second.
Yeah, he's got this 2-on-1 stopping the choking arm, which is smart. But now, yes, he should be moving his back to the cage and circling, getting this left arm underhook, which I think he wants, but the handcuffs there on the far side, or that wrist control at least, preventing the turn. And
probably one round apiece.
Yeah,
now.
you got to give that one to Butler.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to score it any other way, I think. Really interesting. I wonder if, to your point, if Butler ending up on top at the end of that first round kind of played in the head of Flores, because he looked very gun-shy in this one.
Yeah. I don't think he expected that kind of wrestling from Butler. And unable to really do much on the feet either, Flores. You know, he hasn't landed anything too significant yet. Ben Jones imploring his fighter, smacking him a little bit, trying to get him to wake up. He knows there's a sense of urgency here.
Well, it seems that Butler is good. There we saw a little bit more of his actual takedown defense. Seemed like he's much better from the clinch and not very good at stopping lower body takedowns. So if Flores could just start shooting, especially if he's good with a reshot, he might have better success here than trying to clinch and take him down.
Flores with the pressure. Another slip, I think, from
Yeah,
Butler.
I think that was a slip, too.
It might be his ankle straps causing that to happen. I don't know.
They end up in an over-under, and Butler with this outside trip.
Flores is getting out-wrestled here.
Yeah, and he's going to try to move right into mount. See, Flores got 2-on-1, which is nice. He needs to start building some height and start turning, hopefully, to it. Now he could maybe backstep and around, try to get an underhook. Now let's go that 2-on-1. Gets one arm in. He needs to get it to the cross side of the torso of Butler. There he goes. He gets it. And now he's going to use that as an underhook, but gets taken down in the meantime. And now right into a rear naked choke.
Yeah, that one looks like it's pretty deep. Yeah, he's not getting out of that one.
Wow.
How do you like that? Royce Butler making a statement here, coming down from NorCal to SoCal to let us know he is for real, and just made it look pretty easy over a really game Drake Flores.
Yes, a very good fighter. Yeah, Royce Butler. You guys should be watching this guy. He's that was very impressive.
Looked good everywhere. Didn't take really any damage. I mean, even when he was getting slammed, he was popping right back up.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that performance if I was Royce. Very nicely done. And not much of an indicator of things going this way in the first round. So, very impressive. Great job turning it around from Royce. Here's a replay. This is the dead to rights takedown. Hands connected underneath the hips. Puts Royce down and immediately hops back up. So good at that. Very, very nicely done from Royce. And here, yep. And that was a slip.
Yeah.
This was in the third. And then that was a great takedown off of Flores trying to get that underhook. He gets the underhook, ends up on bottom, and just belly down with Royce on his back, flattening him out, going for this rear naked.
Only one hook in, too.
Yeah, and gets it across the chin, but it's still a strangle. Forced to tap, and just a fantastic performance from Royce.
Yeah, nowhere to go there. It's just in too deep. It should have fought the hands a little earlier, but once that choking arm got in that deep,
yeah,
Royce didn't waste any time putting the squeeze on.
And you hope that you can kind of kill that with positioning too, but once you're belly down, even without the second hook in, it can be pretty tough.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 4 seconds of round number 3, referee in charge, Ryan the Jester Spink, stops the contest due to a rear naked choke submission. Our winner by TKO, Royce Too Smooth Butler.
Definitely not.
That's
TKO.
right, fans. Royce Butler
Ladies and gentlemen, a correction. It was a rear naked choke submission tap out. Our winner, Royce, the Too Smooth Butler.
What did he say it was?
Right
said
side fans, I
TKO.
have Royce Butler here. How do you feel, man?
I feel good. First million honor to God, who surrendered my life. I want to thank everybody that helped me with this camp. Coach Renee, Fritz, for taking me in to their gym. And then everybody that came out tonight, all my family, thank you. My training partners, Saad, Trevor, Tony. Thank you guys, everybody else at SoCal. Thanks for giving me this W today.
But what a great battle, back and forth, when you got it towards the end. Now, what's next?
What's next? I think everybody knows what's next. That 125 belt, that's what's next.
So he wants the belt, folks. Once again, who would like to give a big shout out to? Any sponsors out there?
Everybody that had the Too Smooth shirt on the back has all my sponsors, about 12 of them. Sponsored my last fight and this fight, and thank you very much to all my sponsors.
All right, fight fans, make some noise once again for Royce Butler.
All right, that's fight 12 of 15. We have 3 more. Another good one coming up next. Christian Weathers up against David Sivitz.